as well. I'm live. I'm gonna go ahead and let people know.
So I suppose I should pull up Twitch so that I add to your viewer count.
It is so weird to see you with facial hair. I have to say it suits you though.
Thank you.
All
Yeah,
right.
your entire life you've known me be military where I had to be clean shaven.
Yep. That is where we met after all. Let me go to my creator dashboard and my stream manager just so I can actually see chat. Even if I don't
It
use...
says it's streaming Let's Revolution. Are we actually trying to do...
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
It's just that my new setup, I actually have to go live before I can change things.
Okay.
Let's... You know what? Let's do the Go category. Confuse people.
Wait, this isn't Go? What is this?
Frostbeast. The title
Right.
is just Frostbeast.
It's Go plus checkers plus whatever else we wanted to add.
Whatever else we wanted to add is pretty accurate, yeah. Let me pull up a board and send it to you.
Yuri currently says this is what?
All right, I still only have one screen until I get my stuff from Florida.
That's
So,
fine.
I'll set it
I
to
only intend to have one screen.
So I need you to let me know if people are saying stuff in chat.
Oh, because you can't actually see stuff in chat?
Not yet, no. All right,
Wolfrin
and
says, I spy a Titan.
you do. Wait. Wolfrin. Oh, that's... Hey. How's it going? Yeah, it's, I guess that's the advantage of streaming during normal-ish hours for my local area. Yeah,
I must
I
admit
go
to my
college with
ignorance.
this guy.
Oh, cool.
ARG cursed ad? What, just because it's Frostbeast? Come on, it's just a title. It doesn't mean anything yet. You could say it's cursed after we start playing. Anyways, I'm sure you remember how the main thing works. Or do you need me to explain how this interface the Gluttony made for us works again?
It has been a while, so I can
So if you
kind
go
of figure
to
stuff out. The
setup,
initial setup, I'm not very good with.
yeah, setup the Frostbeast row, you're either going to click black or black mirror, and then you're going to attach it up here such that it's just barely against the board.
Okay.
If you click the normal Frostbeast button or the mirror button, it'll be the white pieces, and you'll do what we always accidentally do and have a thing facing this way. Also, if you click Flipboard, you can look at it from the black perspective.
Okay, cool. Anyway, black. Let's go ahead and do lined up.
Wolfrin's cool.
Okay, this is definitely different than I remember it. Yeah, flipboard.
Oh.
Okay, so flipping the board, flip it from your perspective as well?
No.
No.
Also, you
Okay,
accidentally placed it too high, but that's okay. I will fix it.
Oh, whoops.
Okay.
What was the removing the bishop style pieces?
So currently, the way the rampart system works is it reduces armies down a bit unless they're facing a stronger army. So your seers, rather than starting in the corner, now start on the back rank and you choose where they go. Or you could place
Okay.
them later, but because they can basically teleport, you should probably just start with them in play.
Okay. So, um, when I place them, I have to place them in.
The brown
Um,
rank,
okay,
which,
which is one behind it,
yeah,
and pieces can only enter it to kill other pieces. Correct?
yes. And it is also not counted for things like a go capture surrounding.
Okay. It is considered a wall in terms of
Yes.
go capture. Okay. Nice. Um,
That is how that
and I
currently
assume,
works. Let me.
are there any Naga style pieces that leave the board and wrap around in any way?
In
Still
Children of the Moon,
present.
um,
Okay. How
yes,
does
but not
ramparts
here.
interact with those pieces? Do
Oh,
they count that
no.
as wall or count that as a space?
They basically act as if that part of the board doesn't exist, just like the ghost stones. This
Okay.
brown rank will disappear once everything is off of it. In the UI, it's basically a temporary rank just for you to be able to
Yeah.
deploy reinforcements and not affect the structure. That matters a lot
Mhm.
more in like the Shang-Chi and Shogi armies. It doesn't matter as much here.
Okay. And the seers are still bishops to two that teleport or that swap places with a snowman.
They don't swap anymore. They just go to where the snowman is, and then the snowman deletes itself.
Oh, that's annoying. That would darn. Okay. Um, and do I have a maximum number of snowmen
Neither of us do.
available?
We both have any number.
Okay. And it looks like I do not start with one.
No.
Ah, right click. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's see. Frost Titan.
Uh,
Correct me if I'm wrong for
Frost
anything,
Titan.
right?
Yep.
Okay. And then that is
The dragon.
shoot. Is that the dragon? Okay.
Yes, which hasn't changed in 10 years. She's still
Yes.
the same.
Thankfully, it's the one piece that I'm sitting here like, okay, this is actually the same. I can continue to use this for assassinating pieces. Um, and then, oh, for Pete's sake, is it Control Z to undo
Nope.
or what?
Control Z doesn't do that. In fact, if you hit Control Z too many times, sometimes it deletes the whole board, so be careful. You weren't the one
Oh,
that
that's
made it, so
beautiful.
I don't think it will, but, you know.
I did not, in fact, hit Control Z, so that time it didn't worry. But this is the the Leviathan. There we go, which is
Nope, this is the
bishop to one
behemoth.
and then rook.
The
Okay, just
Leviathan's this
regular
one,
rook.
and
Yeah,
this
that
is the
way you don't
behemoth.
have unbalanced sides too much. Okay, cool. Um,
Based on current theories, this is definitely your stronger side, and then this is definitely your weaker side. However, that can be counterbalanced by just putting these over here for more defense, like there and there or something.
okay.
It also can be counterbalanced just by the fact that it's pretty normal for one side to be stronger in chess,
Yeah.
considering
Um,
how weak this square is.
the king side pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay, so regular old wolves,
Mm-hmm.
alphas, right?
Yes. Oh, and that's what
Okay.
I was trying to bring up before I got distracted by chat. Do 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 do. Frostbeast guide.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
you don't have
like to.
battlefield movement at all, so you only go forward, and then capture in all 4 directions. Does that make sense? At no
Do you want to
point
drop
can
me
you
a link?
move backwards, so you can only take backwards.
Are they able to see me or just hear me?
Just hear you. I could
Okay.
put you up to where they could see you, but it would take me a little bit of finagling. I'll probably have to make my face smaller.
Or replace your Banner Saga banner.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know exactly how that works.
Stop yelling at me.
Small Roland. Apparently, Scorpion wants you to be small.
Mm-hmm. And then the alphas are still silver generals that happen to have the checkers capture.
Okay, so
The things that have actually changed are more structural. Your layout has changed because you lost 2 wolves, 4 wolves even.
yeah,
And well, and they got
is
moved
that
because they
yet
used to
another
all
one
be...
of the constant trimming down of Frostbeast's power?
Yeah, the weird thing is, every time I trim it down, it still feels fine because the frost wolves don't actually contribute all that much, but they do affect balance. And it only becomes really obvious, like, sometimes, like, when we happen to do a deep dive and then we go, oh, okay. It's too strong. And then we cut something. But
Thank you, Timothy, for actually knowing chess theory stuff to be able to prove to us one of the parts where you could just always annihilate from the beginning if you did a very specific sequence.
I should
Way
be
back
alarmed.
when.
Chat is plotting to, I would say assassinate, but I don't know the word that combines miniaturize and assassinate properly.
Reduce. They just want to cast Reduce on you.
Paranoid supervillain. Afraid that people want to turn him small. Guy's actually like 6'5". It's like this weird... Oh, give him a Napoleon complex just from the suppression of it.
Okay, so alphas attack forward, orthogonal and diagonal, and then backwards diagonal, and have the option of a chest jump in any direction.
Checkers jump, yes.
Okay, and it can multi-jump, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then multi-jump can always be forward or backwards, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Any jump can be forward or backwards in international drafts rules.
Okay. I just wanted to double check that ours was still following that.
It is.
And then the frost wolves themselves, their movement is
Diagonal non-capturing forward with checkers jump.
okay. All right, and your stuff. Do you still have the castle anywhere rule?
No, I have to castle only on the back rank and not when either of these have moved, and not out of, into, or through check.
Okay, does any of that change in party mode stuff?
Yeah, party mode operates on a completely different principle. Party mode's just, you can castle anywhere, you don't care about check.
Okay. What do my...
How many battlefield
Where do I
charges?
get a hold of
At
a...
3.
Of a... Switch side, there we go. There we go. What are those that you just
These
placed?
are battlefield charges. I have to spend them to be able to use my sideways pawn movement, and I only have 3.
Nice. Okay.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, you're white.
Hey, wait. You can't just say that.
That wasn't what I meant. I meant you go first.
Yes, yes, yes.
And because we are playing on just the regular stuff, I can't just line up Frostbeast to negate going first. And also, we specifically prevented that with our
So the
formation.
castle anywhere wasn't too strong, but it took away from a lot of chess strategy, so we removed it to make it more chess-like. Party mode is the best format. I enjoy party mode the most. It's not the one that needs as much work, so I can relax a bit more when designing it. If you
Are
just keep setup open, you can place them wherever from setup.
Yeah, I also want to figure out the snowmen. Are they able to be placed into the ramparts?
No.
Okay, so if an enemy gets a piece into the
Oh,
ramparts,
shoot. I shouldn't have moved yet. You haven't decided whether or not to deploy these and where.
um, okay, so a quick question of if you get a pawn back here, for instance, okay, which actually wouldn't be a pawn at that point, but anyway, you get a piece right here.
Mm-hmm.
I would simply place a snowman there to kill it, or I would have to place snowman there.
It wouldn't be capturable by snowmen because you couldn't surround it since you can't place snowmen back there.
Okay, so it is simply considered immune to snowmen on those points specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. Should be fine. Just wanted to double check that was how that worked. So the snowmen should never actually go onto the ramparts. Okay. Actually, here's a thought. So enemy is here. Okay, in the case where these two pieces are still here, it doesn't generate a go capture because it needs a snowman to happen. Is a snowman able to be placed there to generate the snowman capture?
The snowman capture only needs these two for this piece.
Yes, but in the example I'm giving, those two pieces are
Oh, if there's a piece here as well,
filled.
it only needs those two.
No. So I'm saying that if the behemoth and the wolf is currently there, and then an enemy piece gets there,
It captures.
is it also without any snowmen around
Without
it?
snowmen, yeah. You can capture
Just
any surrounding pieces do that. And that was feedback we got from the Go community that made more sense.
Okay, that's yes. I'm glad I asked about these questions because you didn't mention that part.
Yeah.
Okay, so these are
hasn't-
death zones at the moment. Okay.
You have
Also this.
6 eyes. And I don't mean that as an insult. It's just a fact of the position.
Okay. Cool.
I have
nice.
0, but I'm just a solid wall of pieces.
Ooh, that means that my defense is actually
Really, really good. Yeah.
yes.
All right.
I do like this. I just didn't know about this before.
Okay. So where are you deploying the boys?
Okay, so they are bishop to 2, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I can put them anywhere back here,
Yes.
or okay. I do that before we actually start, correct?
Yes. You can leave them in hand if you wanted to for some reason, but I don't usually recommend that unless there's some reason that you feel like it's going to be more important to be able to put them on this row than to be able to teleport them out here with the ghost stones. Which, could be valid, but I think your defenses are good enough you don't have to worry about that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
At least from the opening position. Till I crack it open like an egg.
Oh. We'll definitely say I am rusty if anyone ever was.
And I have gotten stronger because I've been playing quite a bit in the last year or so.
Okay, so
Both of them over here. Oh,
I'm
double
wondering.
ice square. Okay. Sure. Now I'll go here. I don't think it changes the basic opening theory that we figured out.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I don't think that's what you intended to do.
No, it is not. I need to. How do I unselect again?
You
Click on the piece again.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Right.
Are you still using touchpad?
Yes. Can switch to mouse.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm not making you. I just.
Do you not like
I
the
just
sound
knew
of
you
the click
would,
or
and I
something?
think that's funny. Were you using touchpad when you were playing Tanky?
No. Well, Pinky, I don't use the mouse at all. It's
Oh, okay.
entirely keyboard. You have the they added mouse controls a few years back, and the good players of the Tanky community immediately labeled that as noob because it's easier, but it's not as fine-tuned precise once you get used to it.
Gotcha.
Once you get used to it, being able to do 6 different inputs on the keyboard at once is with 2 hands is much more important than 4 inputs from your hands on the keyboard and 1 with the mouse.
Okay, so it has a lower skill floor, but also a lower skill ceiling.
Yeah, it was made because a lot of players didn't turn their turrets because that was apparently too hard for them. And oh my goodness, those poor guys, I would obliterate the heck out of them. And I was always like, just use your turret controls. It makes it so much easier for you to defend against me. You poor guys. As I'm sitting there just obliterating them.
Trackpads give you the ick. For what?
I mean, I like trackpads. I just haven't really had the option of using them. Can be neat. Okay, so given the thought that this pawn can move to the side whenever it needs, 3 times, how to put this?
Fair warning, everybody. Nathan takes quite a while with their turns.
Oh, sorry.
Do you mind if I turn
Yes.
some music on?
Go ahead.
All right. I already linked the music playlist at the start of the stream. If you just scroll up and chat, I'll do it again if anybody asks.
I like to read a lot once I get back used to the new rule sets for this stuff. Then I'll probably try doing time controls.
My hope
to
is
train
one of
myself
the
to be
really
faster.
strong players gets on and hops in chat, and we can actually get some real Frostbeast testing going.
Mm-hmm.
Ew. There we go.
Is Frost Dragon still able to capture Ghost Stones?
No.
Snowman? It is not able to capture Snowman?
No, for snowmen can't be captured by anything except other snowmen and themselves.
And the Seers.
Yeah. Well, no, they still capture themselves. The seers just teleport to them.
Okay. Technically teleports to them, it captures, it goes, my job is done, and captures itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um,
What about a variant where there is a natural piece on the board with the following rule? You can only make moves with the neutral piece that can make without capturing. The piece itself cannot be captured. And if it's 1v1, the player who goes second may put it anywhere on the battlefield.
my move.
I mean, it would work fine. You would have to add a co-rule to it so it doesn't just get moved back and forth forever. It's kind of like a weaker duck. You did move?
One sec while I find the undo button. There's actually an it's analysis, right? I click the last one in analysis.
Wait, why don't I see your move?
Because I moved it off of the board accidentally. I was trying to deselect it. There we go. Okay. Right. That is my move. Alpha forward.
Oh boy, hold on. Yeah, refresh your page.
Refresh my page. Right. Can't provide a secure connection.
Yep, you lost internet.
That's weird because I have internet enough for Discord.
Yeah,
What is going on?
that's a good question. Let me make sure my... Yeah, it's still streaming. I just lost viewers.
Chrome is still running. Fine enough. Hmm. Connection for this site is not secure. Well, that's weird.
Is it complaining about this site specifically? Your
Well,
firewall
so I
popped up?
tried to copy and paste the link into Microsoft Edge instead of Chrome to see if it was being weird that way, and Microsoft Edge gave the connection for the site is not secure, while Chrome also says site can't provide a secure connection. They're running Windows Network Diagnostic. That's annoying. Why does it want to do this to me?
Well, the link works for me even when I reopen it. Technical difficulties, everybody. Please stand by.
Troubleshooting couldn't identify the problem.
So the piece is on D4 after you move, it will also move 2 spaces up. Wait.
From your perspective, the right side, Frost Alpha.
Oh.
From my perspective, the left side, Frost Alpha, moved forward into the center.
I wasn't asking you a question, I was reading chat. Because I didn't understand what Scorpion was talking about. Oh dear. It would be interesting. I think it would work a lot like the It would be kind of like a lock-picking puzzle that I've seen in some video games where you're like moving multiple things up and you have to like you can only make certain moves and you have a goal. It would be it would have a lot of forced moves, I think. But not totally so. It'd be very hard to be able to move backward. Interesting.
I've got enough processing and memory. All of my other stuff that uses internet is working.
I love that idea, Scorpion. If you can make a simple battalion for once, absolutely put that in there.
Why is nothing else working when it comes to the game? Oh, that's annoying.
Try
about
closing everything out and then reopening the link. I know that sounds stupid, but
closing everything as in the entire browser or just
yeah.
the okay, one moment. That may take a minute.
Oh, that's right. You always keep a bajillion tabs open. As long as you opened a new Chrome window, it'd probably work the same way. I know how sad it can feel to close your 30-tab deep dive. I have one open on the chess programming wiki right now. Well, everybody, let's put some more music a little bit louder, huh? Turn it up. How's technical difficulties going?
Ah, hello.
Let's turn this back down.
It immediately put me back into the call. That's interesting.
Nice. Welcome.
I didn't even have to click it.
Oh, did you close
yeah,
your
I did
internet?
free. I closed Chrome. Yeah, so I did forget to close out all of the reference tabs I opened for D&D yesterday, which, if you're, for anyone not familiar with me, I tend to, like, in between my turns, look up bunches and bunches of things on D&D. For when playing D&D, not when actually doing chess right now. And yet it is still saying it can't provide a secure connection. That is annoying.
That is odd.
I used the Discord link to reopen it.
Can you share your screen real quick?
One moment.
Because sometimes there's bypass stuff. Also, your computer fan is very much in the middle of your mic. It wasn't an issue when you were on Touch to Speak so much, but now it's background noise and it's bothering me.
Did that work?
Yes, but what in the world? Your voice changed.
Oh, shoot.
Hello, Nathan.
Well, are you making noise?
Yes.
Okay, now say something.
Something. The fan's back, but
That's
your voice changed.
really interesting. So I changed input device from my default microphone array that my laptop has built in to
Remove
my
that from playlist
um,
too. Not a fan.
Bluetooth
There we go.
headset, and then I couldn't hear you, which is weird because the output device didn't change at all, unless I actually got it mixed up which one input and output is.
Whatever you did, it also changed your input, so.
All right. All right, can you hear me fine now?
Yeah. I could hear you fine before. It
Okay.
was just a matter of your fan being loud.
Yeah, golly, why is it not working? You wanted me to share my screen.
Yes.
No. Oh, there we go. All right. So when I click on the link, it gives me can't provide a secure connection, since an invalid response, and then when I did try and run the diagnostics, it couldn't come up with anything.
What happens when
And
you
that
click reload?
happened. Same thing. It very clearly attempted to reload and then gave the same response. Golly. Let me see whether or not my phone can actually run it. Copy link.
I mean, it'll probably open it just fine because I'm able to open it just fine. I think your computer and the website are the ones not getting along.
Okay, so I was able to open it fine on my phone.
Yeah.
So let me see. If
It is somewhat playable on the phone once you have everything set up, so if you want, you could just have it there. Yeah. I guess that's what we're doing.
all right, I made my move.
Back
Boy.
to it. Okay. That opens up a lot more flexibility than some of your other options. Because normally the thing is to do this. But the downside is I get to do this move, which normally wouldn't be possible.
It's annoying.
Pros. You loosely remember opening theory, and I remember it pretty well. Cons. Everyone seems to be afraid of learning this army for some reason, so I haven't gotten to play it all that much. So, I've been itching for Frostbeast games.
All right. Yeah, I certainly wasn't thinking about that one.
It's just a blindfold game. I suppose you wouldn't be able to ask about the time. Oh, this way. Okay. That doesn't quite work how you want.
No, it doesn't.
In fact, I do believe with this line where you go with the alpha first, you're basically forced to follow it up with the wolf coming forward. And then if I take, you're expected to take normally and not do the jump capture. When I do this this D4, or in this case E4, because of the extra space. So you probably needed to do this and not this.
So I can still jump capture with the alpha, though.
Yeah, you can. I would recommend against that.
Definitely means that it's in line with the bishop, though, which is annoying.
Yep. There still might be some scary trappy lines here where you don't worry about my pawn at all and do this in order to open up this Dragon Leviathan dual attack. But as long as I do this instead of anything else, even that trap doesn't quite work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over here just knowing Frostbeast's opening theory, and everyone seems to be scared of it. Come on. Need you to show them the good and bad of the army a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Been needing other Frostbeast players to teach other people because I haven't been able to convince them to play. And for some reason, we don't have access to one of my Frostbeast mains on the dev team. It's just you.
Yep.
The other good news is because the defense is high enough and the opening is kind of slow, I may gain a tempo advantage if you back off, but I don't necessarily have ways to capitalize on it. At least I don't entirely know how to yet. I think I have some idea. Why do Frostbeasts have ramparts against medieval? That's unnecessary. Because we put the Seers back there, so we didn't include the Seers in the other matchups. But I do agree it's a little unnecessary, yeah. It's one of the things that... Oh, it's Doom. They should start on the board versus medieval. The idea is, since we've removed Seers from most matchups, and moved them back there, it helps. They just show up in the heavy matchups like, you know, Spartan, Horde, Empire, Chess. But they aren't part of the game at all against these. Oh, you take this way. That's surprising. I suppose it turns into an alpha for 2 pawns and allows you to maintain center structure.
Mm-hmm.
There's an X in setup if you wanted to drag this off the board.
Ah, okay. I don't know if I can actually do that very well on the phone. One sec. Oh, yeah, I can. Cool. So I just drag it to X.
Mm-hmm. That's not X. You want me to delete it for you?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Alright, noted.
Trying to get it on my phone, which was too small for selection. Didn't work so well.
Oh boy. Well, this is certainly an opening structure.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually one of the cases where this having been here would have been really good. Potentially. For these types of ideas. Of coverage. Well, I guess... Oh. Sorry. Can I have a Frostwolf?
Hmm?
Can I have a Frostwolf?
Ah.
It's my birthday. I want one.
Why can I not actually recall what your actual birthday is right now?
It's June 9th.
Okay. Yeah. It's like, I know it wasn't actually that long ago.
Having unnecessary ramparts in most matchups is stupid. I
That's
kind
an
of
interesting
agree.
dynamic. Where would the Seers have been originally without the ramparts? Roland?
I just put a circle over the squares.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Quality content. Quality content. Quality content. I think trading an alpha for 2 pawn should definitely be my in my favor. As
Oh,
a
most
trade.
likely. Quite
However-
frankly, I just sat there and looked at that and I was like, I think I mostly just messed up, and rather than ask for backup and redo it, let's see how this one goes.
Mm-hmm. I was not
Because
expecting an embrace of the chaos. I was expecting you to accept the tempo and center loss and just hold on to the material. But you valued the center control more. I just wonder what you're going to do. There's like 2 or 3 moves you can do here to save the wolf. Because it's so forward committed, but you know.
You could also just back it off.
Not really. You don't have battlefield movement at all.
Oh, it's only forward?
Yeah, it's only forward.
Okay.
And make sure wolf movement's very committal and meek, so you have to think about them.
Okay.
Also just feels more checkers like that way. How it works is something like this. What did Scorpion just send me? He linked an entire section. Oh Lord. What did this guy send me?
Alright. There we go.
If they just put it here to start with, what do? You can't go there, you can't go there. It's just stalemate. So probably have to make a rule that it has to be like at least here, maybe here.
Roland, I did my turn.
Oh, hello. Good to see you, Mr. Leviathan.
It's
Are
my
you ready?
favorite piece, right beside the frost dragon.
I'm so
As you've
tempted to
gradually
just
figured
do
out
this.
more and more defenses against my snowmen in general, I've had to use them less and less. So you're just wanting to give it for free, huh?
It's not free.
I know it's not.
I would like to take it for free.
But a pawn versus a wolf is... But is more in my favor.
The main downside of this move is it makes me weaker against the dragon later. If I'm not careful.
Mm-hmm.
Means I'll probably have to castle queenside. Agreed, Scorpion.
Hola.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. I'm playing against Roland right now.
Nice. Poppy says hi.
Cute.
You want me to heat you up some spaghetti? Nate.
Yeah, thank you. All right. There we go.
You made this.
I wonder if it's worth it for a wolf and the Leviathan for the queen. You'll still have dragon and my rooks aren't developed yet, but your dragon also isn't developed yet. I would still have the bishop pair. I get enough center control to start doing more, like, really good shit. I suppose. On the other hand, I could just use the opportunity to take some more center control and not trade any pieces, just block down your Leviathan. Or I could even develop my queen a bit. Who knows? I suppose there shouldn't be anything wrong with this. Is this the whole Doom Eternal
I love the baby so much.
OST? It is. So we're gonna be listening to Doom for a while, alright. 3 hours and 38 minutes of it. I'm just surprised. Yeah. It fit into a Twitch message. That makes sense. Also, my stream did the thing where it made my mouse icon disappear. So now I can't see shit.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, god damn it. Oh no.
Hey, Khaleesi.
Alright. Guys, I'm gonna have to...
What'd you do?
My mouse has disappeared on my screen entirely. Thanks to something going on. And whenever this happens, I have to stop my stream software and then restart it.